Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is the, wait, let me double check, make sure I have it right, 7th of January. It is a Saturday. Happy first weekend of 2023 to you all. We're going to try something a little bit different this year. Now, this is kind of stemming off of the, the 2022 like year-end awards show video I uploaded a week ago. Where I had a category for OST of the year. And I realized while I was making that compilation that there were hundreds of OST songs that I had missed last year because I didn't either see them or I didn't follow the artist that closely, or I just didn't watch the show. And essentially, because I was so busy with grad school last year, I didn't have a lot of time to watch K-dramas, if any at all, in my free time. I somehow managed to finish Rookie Cops 25-21, and what was that, 20th Century Girl with Choi Yujin, Choi Yujung. Uh, but essentially, what it came down to was I just would not find nearly enough OST songs to my liking unless I either took some time to actually go and look at the OST release schedule or to watch more K dramas. And frankly, I just don't have time for option 2, so we're going to go with option 1. So we're going to do something every Saturday. We're going to have a little run through of like a handful of OSTs that catch my eye, pretty much based off of like who's involved with the artist. So this week you can see over there we have Ailee, legendary vocalist Ailee. Holland. Holland's grown on me a lot, especially since I saw him at MIK. He's sorry. They are in a performer. I only say they because I don't know what Holland's pronouns are, but top boys. Everyone knows top boys. Jihyo from Twice, great vocalist. ENHYPEN, I think it's a few members from ENHYPEN, not the entire group. Seola, who's I feel like gets an OST or two every year. Nice to see her back already. Yudabinband. If you watched Great Soul Invasion, you will know who they are. And of course, former IZ*ONE and now soloist Yuri has OST songs released this week, so we're gonna check those out today. And now, continue with like the whole explanation of the thing. This is the upcoming release schedule on r/kpop. This is my go-to place whenever I have to look for a new upload that's come out. So essentially, if I open the page, first we get the scheduled release tab, or the scheduled release table. So you have stuff like Eason's Christmas stuff, like you have Nugent's OMG here. We checked out on the channel. Moonbin Sana and it's from Astro at that. Boyz Planet, which I don't actually know if I'm gonna get around to here or if I'm just gonna watch it on my free time, but yeah, like high key. So essentially, every single release that's announced gets put on this table, and every morning, like before lunch, usually, when I put computer up, I will always go to this and figure out what videos I need to record. So like tomorrow we have a debut, so of course we're gonna check that out, and then on Monday, Monster X and SF9, those we'll be checking out, and so on and so forth. But we scroll past it, past the announced release and the rumored releases. Ooh. Oh! Ooh, there's a lot on the rumors. Okay, but anyways, you go further down and there's an OST table, which I don't really go to that often because by the end of the month it takes so long to scroll down to the bottom with all the music that's come out, and two, OSTs just never really were like in front of my mind, even though I know like the potential for great songs comes from OSTs. But you know, it's a new year, we're going to try stuff differently, so we are going to go to this table, and you can see here Ailee's got Sorry from Alchemy of Souls, Oh My Assistant, OST, you have Holland in there, Summer Strike, you've got the Boyz, Jihyo, ENHYPEN, Seola, Got other people like June from My Chillins in here. We don't check out because 8 songs is a long time. Yudabinband is here. Keep scrolling, and then you have Yuri here. Got Jin. Just don't have time to check out. And like next week we've got LE SSERAFIM's Sanzei no Tsukaigata from I think it's a NHK drama. Naughty on the 18th, stuff like that. So every Saturday, regardless of what else is coming out during on that day, we will allocate a special video just for OSTs. And that's what we're going to do today. So hop on over real quick. We're going to start off with Ailee, which amazing way to start off. And yeah, this is going to be a lot. Now, unfortunately, not everything has, you know, an MV attached to it. So I don't know how linking everything will work. However, if you want to listen to or watch the originals, they will always be in the iCard in the corner or in the description. So you'll be able to find those there for this video and for any other video that I upload here that has an original video or song to go find. As well as if you're only interested in, say, a couple songs out of the 8 we check out today, and for the future, how only a couple out of like the full list of stuff we check out, each song and artist is always going to be chaptered out in the timeline and in the description. So just go, feel free to skip ahead, do whatever you need to do. But yeah, I feel like I've rambled for enough. Oh, good God, I've been talking for almost 7 minutes. But if you're in it for the long haul, welcome. Grab yourselves a nice drink, find a comfortable spot to sit, or lay down, or stand, or whatever you need to do, and let's go. Let's start with Miss Ailee one time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
내가 정말
Also, because this is all about OSTs, I don't know how much of this you are going to be able to see because I've never dealt with drama copyright all that often. So we'll play this first week by ear, see how it goes. If there's a massive copyright issue, we may reconsider the series moving forward. But for today, we're gonna try this. I like that almost like buzzing feeling you get from the low instrumentals in the background. I love Ailee's voice. I've been sleeping on her for way too long. It took me until when she guest appeared on Nolto in November last year to like really latch onto her stuff, and it's been too long. She had that collab stage with Yuju and Lily from NMIX on K909 as well. Very nice cover. when Ailee flips up to that little bit airier, higher register is like spine chilling. I love it when she does that. Oh, and there's a rich voice as well. Oh, Minhyun did an OST for this song, or for that drum as well. Oh, I won't lie, that was kind of pretty. The thing about OSTs is, as someone who is an absolute sappy sod for emotional ballads, this should be my realm. But I've neglected it for so long. It's kind of like how I was as a fan towards Ailee. Is I've known of her and her work, just never really took the plunge. It's the same with OSTs. I know the power OSTs have, regardless if it's a webtoon or drama or a film or a TV show or whatever it might be. An original soundtrack makes whatever project it's on. It's like, take this example. The Star Wars theme, bam, bam, ba-da-da-ba. Even if you don't like Star Wars, you will immediately recognize that theme song because of just how iconic John Williams' original soundtrack is for the film and the entire series. Everyone knows the Darth Vader march. Everyone knows the Star Wars. Everyone knows the Indiana Jones theme song. Everyone knows Jaws. Everyone knows Jurassic Park. Everyone knows My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. It's like that. An OST, regardless of what media it's attached to, can just absolutely explode in popularity and be immediately recognizable to the general public if it's done well enough. And frankly, sometimes an OST can like outsell an actual comeback, I think, in terms of just how much exposure it gets, because it gets the drama side as well as the regular fans itself. But also, that drama looked really good. Alchemy River Souls, I might have to check that out if I have the time to. Anyways, next I think this is Holland's Day by Day. I don't know the drama it's on. Oh, My Assistant. Okay, I've not heard of or seen the show, but Holland impressed me at MIK. They've got a very good grasp on reading crowd energy and just exuding just pure passion whenever they're on stage. It's very fun to watch. So here we go. Holland's Day by Day. Day by Day. Also a great song by Tiara. I'm getting very, ooh, like lovely G-Friend vibes of this one. Holland's got a really nice voice too. Very clean guitar instrumental here. We'll bring a little bit of electric now. Very clean falsettos there as well. It's like airy and then some, but I really like that about it. Nice run. It's a simple ooh-ah, ooh-ah, but it's the accentuation of each vowel makes it very nice to listen to. I like how they let the electric guitar ring a little bit across the silence moving into the second verse. Very nice. It's that little descent and then back up in the chorus where Holland almost keeps that airy falsetto going down, but then switches to a chest plate, which technically is in a higher register going back up. I think that's very cool. Or I guess it's more of a head voice than a falsetto at that range, but the same point.
Wait, I think I sound crazy.
Key change. Oh no, center it on the camera. There we go. It's got just enough lightheartedness to it, and just be it's like a hand snapper, a finger snapper, a toe tapper, that kind of. It's just a nice. This is, if I had a guess, it's very slice of life-esque. It's not so like bubblegum sugar poppy where it's like teen romance. But it's definitely not a full-on like romance drama either. It's definitely like, compared to and referencing the Japanese anime I watched like growing up, it's very slice of life-esque. Like a group of friends or co-workers or family and whatever shenanigans they get up to. That kind of music. I like it. I like it. I'm also very much looking forward to what Holland does this year as well. Also a member who's very openly, I actually forget now, but one of the other main artists who are openly LGBTQ promoting in Korea, and that takes a lot of guts to do, even though it's 2023 and culture is still advancing. But that's not my place to talk about. But good stuff, Holland. I really like that. All right, next song, Summer Night. So we're moving dramas now. Top Boyz. I need to check out more of their music this year as well. Whenever they have comebacks, you have to keep my eye out on them. Ooh. With the original pace of the guitar, I thought it was gonna be like a quicker pace song, but having the percussion on every odd beat, ta 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 ta, is giving it a more mellow vibe. I thought the percussion was gonna be double time, and the song was gonna be faster, but. Interesting choice also to make this song in bass 3. When I mean bass 3, it's the song's either in 6/8 or 3/4. What I mean is each phrase has 3 predominant beats in it. Dun dun da dun dun da dun dun da dun dun da. Typically a pop song would have an even number per measure, so either 2 or 4. But having a 3 beat measure gives it this almost like lilt or a little bit of a swing type feel to it. In music theory, you get a lot of it in like waltzes in classical music, like a dance style that kind of like naturally you flow and swing back and forth with. This is another one of those where it's like you kind of just wave along to it. That's the power of a 3/4. It's fast enough to not lull you to sleep, but it's slow enough to where you can enjoy it. There we go. No, I like that. I like the singular electric guitar notes on the offbeat. It was on the offbeat the first time, and then at the end of the chorus it goes back on the offbeat, and now we're going to the bridge. Very subtle harmony. Key change. Are we in G major or something like that? It's G or D. Very bright key to finish the song. We're in root 2 now. Notice how the swing type is gone and it just go 1 2 1 2 1 2. Interesting. Playing around with the time signatures, you can tell when you're listening to it immediately when the feel of the song changes. Like especially at the end there, you've got the da 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 da. All of a sudden, it just completely changes the feel of the song. Even though the only thing that changed was that the percussion, instead of going 3 based, went 2 and 4 based. That's all it did, and it just changes the entire feel of the song. That is very interesting songwriting. I quite like it. I don't like playing it, especially in like a classical orchestra. When you go from 2/4 to 4/4, it's fine. But when you go 6/8 to 2/4 or something like that, I don't like it. But the song, that's pretty good. It's a very casual, kind of like I don't know. I'm getting like ending credit, or maybe at the end of the episode, maybe kind of like a winding down the episode type of OST song. I quite like that though. All right, next song. I think this is this Jihyo? The one and only. The weird audio scratching effect, that's the song, right? That's not in my headphones. Jihyo really does own this really slow type of ballad. Like, think back to Stardust Love Song from 2521. Really owns it. Ooh. That's a tone we only get in her OST stuff. Is that really breathy higher note? Because we know she can belt. But she can belt high notes. But in like regular Twice songs, there's so much energy behind the song, even if it is a ballad, that she's like almost forced to belt. But in an OST, she can really cover her entire vocal range. Again, airy high tone. Nice. The ha breaths for 1, 2, 3, and then on the fourth one you hold it going into the second verse. Very nice. And I like the style they have to guitar their words. It's on every first beat of the measure. But you can hear each string being strum. It's not a quick strum, it's a full strum, and they're letting each individual string have a little moment of its own. Double guitar solo. At least 2. There might be 3. Okay. The weird garbled audio effect is in the song. Okay. That's definitely another one of those OSTs that's... I don't know how to describe it, but it's got this kind of almost like end of the episode, like maybe something dramatic happened romantically and you have character A crying while character B runs off into the distance. That kind of feel to that song, maybe? Or like maybe there was a revelation that went wrong and it's just like the buildup of emotions just kind of letting go. That type of feeling for the song. And Jihyo's voice on something like that genuinely really does work for me. I a part of me wishes that we got a little bit more like powerful high notes from Jihyo here, but at the same time the other half of me is perfectly happy with that, because maybe is that part of half of me is thinking that if she did bring out like her powerful belt, that it might have been too much and overpowering for the song, which both are genuinely valid points that I'm conflicted with. So yeah, very good stuff. Don't know what this drama is about, but I'm guessing it's some form of romance, like drama of sorts, based off of how the songs have been so far. Like without even looking at the album art, because the album art for an OST doesn't really portray anything all that much. But so far, so good. All right, next one. Oh, this is the ENHYPEN one. Who do we have on here? Heesung, Jay, and Jake. Okay. Very ENHYPEN. It's definitely got a big old chunk of ENHYPEN like injected into the song. It's that driving guitar beat, isn't it? I like that they don't keep the bass constant for the first half of the second verse and then they bring it back in. There's that vocal effect. Whoa, huge retardando there. Really slow down the pace. Oh, bring it back. Okay, that song, wow, that was short. 2 minutes 32. Dang. Okay, that musically, like in terms of like the vocal melody and stuff, wasn't terribly complicated. It's a very straightforward song. But if there was ever a song that for me was like the epitome of what an ENHYPEN OST would sound like, is this. It sounds like a version of oh gosh, which title track is it? Da 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 da. Is it Blessed? Is that Blessed Cursed? Oh man, I get my ENHYPEN title track titles mixed up, especially the ones where it's like something something with a hyphen in the middle. Like Past the Mic is super easy to remember, but I think it's not Drunk Dazed, but whatever that ENHYPEN title track is, it's that vibe, but made for television. And yes, it's only 3 out of 7, 8 in ENHYPEN. Again, I haven't followed ENHYPEN all that closely, so I don't know them that well. I just know their names roughly, and some of their title tracks, and that's about it. But I feel like if there's ever a song that just exudes ENHYPEN energy for me, is this. And in a drama OST, is this song. Quite like that. I kind of wish there was a little bit more to it though, but again, within OST, context within the application matters. So I won't dock too many points off that. Enough. ENHYPEN, also a group I'm very curious about. 2022 ENHYPEN did not hit all that much for me, but that's for another day. Next one, Lover. This is Seola, isn't it? Yes. Also a group I'm very curious about, Uju Sonya. What are they going to do this year? There's like little sprinkles of weird audio filtering on Seola's voice there in that last phrase. Not sure I like that much. Her lower register though is very nice to listen to. One thing I am noticing, not musically but sound engineering wise, is the soundstage for this song and Seola's voice specifically is really tight. Like, there's absolutely like no reverb to her voice at all. Like, it doesn't ring. Like, we're getting a little bit of mechanical reverb here. Like, I feel like the instruments are in a different room to Seola's voice. Just because the way they like resonate after they're done singing or playing is different. I feel like the instruments are ringing longer than Seola's vocals are. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about that one. It's not my favorite of today. That's I'll say that much. It's a very casual song, isn't it? I feel like this song didn't do justice for Seola's vocals. Because Seola's got some vocal chops. But I feel like this one doesn't really portray them all that well. Maybe it's how the song was mixed for the final cut as well, but it's not hitting as well as I kind of hoped it would. But that's okay. I can't like everything. That's perfectly okay. Again, music is subjective. Everyone's going to have different opinions, and a very important thing to keep in mind. Here's next song. Is this the Yudabinband one?
잊혀지지 않아 날 보던 그대 모습 시린 바람 끝에 꽃이 피듯
I'm pretty sure this is the Yudabinband one.
따스히 나를 반겨주던 시간이 지나가도
Do you hear the dynamic changes in the guitar part?
바래지 않아 Every night, every moment I breathe 끝없이 그댈 찾아 헤매온 나 수없이 많은 시간을
Introduction to some electric instruments now.
환한 미소
another song in 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
그댈 기다려왔어 말없이 계절은 다시 오듯 그댄 내게 올 걸 알아
What this song does really well, and I've already said it, is the use of dynamic changes. Essentially, in layman's terms, how loud it is. It's not using swells and stuff like that, it's immediate switching. Oh, is that how it's gonna end? Wow. Oh, it is Yudabinband. Okay, I got it right. Ooh, that was a little bit of a tasty number there. I'm not gonna lie. I will be honest. The story of the MV kind of got me distracted a little bit, but the song itself is. It's one of those songs where you kind of have to pay attention, or you're just gonna have jump scares left, right, and center because of the sudden dynamic changes. Like, especially in the verses, you're getting the very quiet, like, simple guitar strum, then all of a sudden, boom, you get one note that's really loud, and it's like it's accenting a specific part of the phrase within the song. And once you catch on to the pattern, you can kind of predict when that sudden increase in dynamic is coming from. But if you don't, it's just boom, smacks you out of nowhere, smacks you out of nowhere, smacks you out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, the chorus is this nice flourish of acoustic and electric. You get nice, very smooth, flowing harmonies and vocals. And then all of a sudden, you're back into the verse where you have really gentle guitar, smack one beat of really loud acoustic guitar, very gentle, smack one hit, kind of like that. This one is a side to side shaker. This one could be a front to back like little wave, but it's also very much a side to side song. Again, kind of the effect you get of having a song that's in bass 3 instead of 4 or 2 is that you can kind of flow along with it. Once you get a song in 2, you bop along to it. If a song is in 2 or 4, you have to bop along to it. It's physical. Unless, like, the 3, you can bop along to a song that's in 3. Keep in mind that the song would probably need to be in reality in 6/8 and fairly quick to bop along if it's going to be in bass 3. But if the song is in bass 3 and it's slower, you can't bop along to it, because if you bop along to every beat, it's just fast enough to be really awkward to do. So instead, you're kind of just like better off rolling along with every first beat of each measure instead of every beat within the measure. Hence, it gives you a little bit of that swing, that little bit of lilt as you listen along to it. Very good stuff. Miss Yuri from, what is the drama called? Something that Drink Later. No, Drink Now or Later? The one with ENHYPEN from A-Pink in it. Now, no. There, okay. Oh, that took a long time. Speaking of ENHYPEN, This one is the first thing I've ever checked out that's got an age 19 rating on it. So I'm slightly worried at what might be on screen. I'm hoping it's just based around the fact that it's people drinking. But again, I don't know what it's going to be like in terms of what the copyright's going to be when I upload this. But this one may also have some sort of filter on it based off the fact that it is rated 19, and I don't know how that's going to work on YouTube. So bear with me if something does happen. If you don't watch the original iCard in the corner, it's always there. It's always in the description. You know the drill by now. But Miss Yuri. Do we have captions? No, we don't. That's okay. You're already on an OST, and it's the first week of January. We're off to a great start. Oh.
얘들아 오늘 제주도 안 갈래?
Whoa.
한잔 말아줄까?
Excuse me girls Hold on listen up Let's go babe 얼굴 허기노 아직 괜찮은 사람
This is different for you. Is that Shiwon? Wait, Yuri's in the show? Or is this just for MV purposes? I don't know what is going on in the MV, but it is absolute chaos, and I love it.
저 일주일에 한 번 밖에 전화할 수 있는데요. 혹시
내 번호가 별거라. 알려줘요.
역시 저만 보길 잘했네.
여기 모여라 마셔라 마셔라 쭉넌 오게 될 거 Welcome to my party 빈잔을 채우고 주문을 외워볼까 나 오늘 밤은 모든 걸 다 잊고 have fun Dancing all night down 다시 down 다 잊어가 보이겠다 너희들밖에 없는 날들을 더 크게 만들어 시간은 아직 12시 더 달려볼까 Settle the fire oh wait up Have you ever met a girl Dancing all night down 다시 down 다 잊어가 보이겠다 너희들밖에 없는 날들을 더 크게 만들어 시간은 아직 12시 더 달려볼까 안 취하고 아마 못 견딜 거야
Wow. That is so stylistically different from what I was expecting. To be fair, it's very much appropriate for the show it's on. Don't get it twisted. But in my head, Yuri and OST is like, you know, very much floaty, airy, husky vocals that she's known for on a medium to slower paced song. It's get a little high note and get a little low note in there. Nice, smooth. Listen, like if you look at her other like OST works, it's very much one like little subgenre of stuff that she does, and she does really well. But much like how her solo career has been, like she debuted with Glassy, which was you know, it was a groove. It was it had exactly how I explained, some lower register, some higher register, all throughout, just nice, smooth, husky vocals that Yuri's known for. And then all of a sudden she came back with Love Shh. And like that was a huge change up in sound. And then we got the ever smooth and mellow and rich tones of Lovable at the end of last year, which we checked out here. And it's like, alright, she's keeping us on our toes when it comes to music. And yes, this is an OST, and yes, this is about a show heavily revolved around drinking, which I actually kind of want to watch this show just because I want to see the absolute chaos that these three get up to, or their characters get up to. But this song was so from left field. Like it almost feels like it's got hints of like 1920s speakeasy type like jazz. Like that kind of like that era of like speakeasy jazz. And it's kind of a vibe, and I dig it. It's not what I expected Yuri to sing, and I appreciate that. But before I finish, I have to go and is that Super Junior Siwon, or is that someone that looks like Siwon with the very strong jawline? Hold on. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna go find it. Give me 2 secs. It was Siwon. Thank God I actually was able to spot him. Because, wow, like, there's only so many people in both the idol and the acting industry that's got that strong of a jawline than Choi Siwon himself. But, okay. Work now, drink later. That is on my radar now. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to upload this as it is. If it doesn't get copyright, whatnot. If it does, I'll tweak it around, fix it, see what happens. If I can manage to get something that's uploadable without being ridiculous, I'll upload it. And see what you all think about it, if this should be a thing that we carry on with moving forward. If not, that's perfectly okay too. I'm not too fussed about it. I'll still continue to check out OSTs here and there. I'll sprinkle it in instead of doing it in, you know, like a 45-minute to an hour-long block every week. But essentially, by doing this, it allows me to be a better multi. I like to think that we check out a wide variety of stuff here. Like, I've been doing this for 3 months, going on 3 months now, and we've had, you know, stuff from debuting K-bands that get like a few thousand views on their debut to massive crossover groups like For Stella, for example. We cover Nugu groups like Pixie. Unfortunately, they're still considered Nugu. You know, checked out High Key yesterday, very much a Nugu group. And we're checking out, you know, industry giants like BTS on here on the channel. So it's like, it's best to, I try to cover as many areas of the industry as I can to, one, provide you with a wider variety of music to check out, and two, for me to be exposed to a wider variety of music. And it's the same with the OSTs. It's a part of the industry that's just been, that I've been unintentionally neglecting. And it's not fair for the artists performing these songs that I check out their, say I check out their regular title track releases and their album releases, but don't check out the OST because they're one and the same. They're pieces of music that they produce. So, yeah. 2023, year of improvement. Yeah. That's enough of my incessant rambling for today. Thank you all for watching. If you want to see more channel icons up there, you can find the back catalog of stuff I watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with when I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye bye.